has been going out doing her interviews and stuff. She went on the Breakfast Club and she also went on Wendy Williams' show. And she basically talked about what she's working on. She's got a new show, but it's going to be on Zeus. As you all know, Zeus is like something like YouTube, but it's, you know, creators are, you know, it's no advertisement. It's just you all pay for the content directly to the creators. I think it's cute. I think Blac Chyna probably could have got something a little bit better than Zeus, but even when she went on to talk about it, she wasn't even informed on what Zeus is. She didn't do a good job selling it. So let's talk about her interview with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams has been living her best life. You can tell her energy has completely changed. She's got rid of that toxic husband. I knew something else was going on with Wendy. Like she was making, like her mind was everywhere but where it needed to be. Come on, Visa. It was just all over the place, but it seems like she's good. She told Blac Chyna, like, this is a safe space. She let her know, like, sis, I know you're a little bit nervous, but you are safe here. Talked to her, told her, complimented her, told her how beautiful she was, got into some of the tea. Some of the stuff that Blac Chyna said did not surprise me. She kind of alluded towards Tigger, whatever you want to call him, Tigger, you know, Kylie at, you know, the age of probably like 16, 17. Like she was talking to him allegedly or whatever. And it doesn't surprise me, did not surprise me at all. Like this family has been known to go and suck the souls out of black men. So I'm not surprised that they said the youngest daughter, go do what you got to do. But she talked about that. She said she's in a lawsuit with them. She also talked about, you know, apparently her stylist or something threw something in her car. She wasn't able to talk about that because she had legal stuff going on. But I think overall the interview was decent. I think the interview was decent. I'm glad Wendy made her feel comfortable and sharing all the details. She said she's cool with Rob. And she just wants to move on. She wants to have a voice. And she kind of reached out to her mother because y'all know her mama, Tokyo Tony, has been doing a lot. So she said she wanted to kind of rekindle her relationship with her mother and get it together. Now, when she went on the Breakfast Club, the interview was complete garbage. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I watched it, I cringed. You had Angela Yee finally speaking and asking questions and stuff and doing what she do. DJ Envy somehow inserted that he got money, he got cars and stuff. Charlamagne trying to make her feel comfortable. And the interview was just garbage. Like, sis act like she didn't want to talk. She didn't even sound like she even knew what Zeus was. I got just like, Blac Chyna, you have these folks' attention. You out here doing press tours, but you don't even know what you're doing press about. Like, sis seemed like she was so confused and just didn't know. And like, girl, like, get it together. Like, I wanted more for her. But listening to her talk and even how their answers, like it was yes or no instead of elaborating on it. Like, why are you working with Zeus? I want to have total control on my brand and what I'm doing and what people see. Like, sis should have went in and talked about it. Ain't no way in the hell y'all finna put me in front of millions of people. I will hop in there. Well, my name is The King of Reads. I'm the founder and creator of For the Culture Podcast and King of Reads. I am responsible for doing this and that. This is what I have built. I have started out doing videos on reality shows, built myself up to talk about social. Like, I would get in front of this stuff and just talk. Like, I would just talk, sis. But sis she was scared. So, Blac Chyna, you know, I'm glad she talked about, you know, her being able to date and not necessarily like her being cool with folks does not like necessarily mean she's talking to them or dating. But I do think that Blac Chyna works out something with some of these folks to bring up their whatever, like bring up their status or whatever. I feel like she dated some of these boys, let them make it seem like that they doing all this, and since and she getting paid. But I think it's something like that. I don't know. I don't know about this Zeus stuff. I ain't watching it. Blac Chyna has not sold me on that. I ain't interested in it. So Blac Chyna, girl, you have to redo it, regroup or something. Monique is somewhere laughing her ass off. Lee Daniels, both of his lead shows have been canceled. First, it was Star. Girl, I was like, oh my. Like, I kind of saw it going because Star seems like it's very expensive to film. It seems like it's a lot that goes into it. So it was not shocking to me that they canceled Star. Like, the music is good, which means they're paying the producers. They got some good producers and stuff. Like, I don't watch it. Bae watches it, and so I end up watching it with him. But I already told you I'm not supporting any Lee Daniels projects, considering some of the stuff he did and how he treated Monique. I'm just like, girl, no ma'am. So Star got the chopping block, and then Empire got the chopping block. Like, I didn't expect Empire to get the chopping block. They said this is going to be the last season of Empire. I can kind of understand that because they had so much happening. Like, the ratings were necessarily not bad, but I tried to explain it like this. Let's say I'm out here getting 100,000 views per video I do. I can charge these people probably, what, let me say, like $6,000 or $7,000 to have a 30-second ad or something. I think that's a little bit above the number. Like, I can charge a certain amount of money. Let's say I'm gonna charge them, because these estimates ain't right. Let's say I'm charging these folks $5,000 for a 30-second ad or whatever. Let's say I'm getting 200,000 views per video I'm doing. I'm probably updating stuff, probably got a little studio and all that, spend more money in it. But let's say the 200,000 views goes down and I'm getting like 75,000. That means I cannot charge double what I was at first. Like, I can't. So that means I have to go down. I can no longer charge these folks the same because the viewership is not the same. So I'm still probably spending the money on maintaining, like I am doing 200,000 views per video. So that's what's going on with Empire. Like, they spend money, like these casts have gotten raises and they've spent more money on this and that. But now the viewership is not the same. It's not necessarily bad, but it costs more money to film it than the money they're producing. So they're like, it's just like, girl, are we making any money off of it? So I kind of knew it was coming. I think it's just time to just end it anyway. A lot of folks saying they don't watch it, but I was like, shit, I can't tell because they doing better than Star is. So I mean, girl, it is what it is. I don't necessarily believe in karma 100%. But I feel for the cast. D. Daniel said the cast feel bad and they're devastated, They should be devastated because I feel like you and your negative energy that you've been doing for like the last couple of years has finally hit you. And now, not only did it hit you, it hit the people around you. And I just don't think you've been a good person. Like, I honestly just don't think D. Daniel's a good person, period. We're gonna probably see him spiral into debt. And maybe then when he gets into debt and whatever, maybe he'll understand that Monique was good to him. So shout out to Monique. I hate to see these folks lose their jobs and all that stuff. Like, I hate that. But Lee Daniels just ain't no right person. I still didn't trust him when he put up the picture of Justice Smollett when he was in the hospital. I was like, this he ain't no good. Get into this tea. Apparently, the producers at Real Housewives of Atlanta over at Bravo wanted TLC was. They wanted T-Boz and Chili to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they declined. Now, this is a rumor. I don't know if it's completely true because I don't think Bravo gonna say anything about it. I'm so glad. I am so glad. I don't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta is doing, but this cast mixed up stuff that y'all trying to do ain't gonna work. I'm glad. Like, Chili could even do her own show. Like, and T-Boz is too hood to be. T-Boz ain't going for that. T-Boz better pop somebody. I'm glad that sis ain't on there. I don't want to see them like that. I just go find somebody else. I don't know. Maybe find one of Candy's friends or something. Like, introduce a gay husband or something. Like just do something different. And I feel like it's too much. Like, y'all can do something different. Y'all can shake it up a little bit. But this shake up y'all doing is whack. It's like y'all going to the bottom of the barrel scraping folks. Like, I don't know. They're already rumored to be recording and filming now. Portia's the series ended. Girl, it's been a couple of teas and stuff been going out about my girl. I hate that for her. But, you know, I am happy that her show did really good. Like, the numbers were really cute. I'm glad that TC ain't gonna be on there because I ain't interested in their story like that. I just think they had enough. Like, had about enough. I done had about enough of y'all flirting with Trey Songz. So many people are upset because Trey Songz put up a picture on his Instagram of him with a child. Like, I think it was a foot out or something, if I can remember. And folks were like, Trey Songz got a baby, what's going on? How is this? Like, folks were pressed, booths. They were trying to figure out who the baby mama was. You can check out the blog on KingofReach.com. People are saying it's Brittany Jones, but other folks saying no, it's not. So they're going through Instagram trying to figure out. I'm happy for Trey Songz. I'm like, this is cute for him. Like, maybe Trey Songz can be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know, but he has a child. It look like he's happy, but this is cute for him. But they said Brittany Jones is a porn star or whatever, sex worker or whatever. Girl, he be following into the steps of the Miss Drake. But shout out to Trey Songz. Like, this is kind of like a big thing for him. Like, I'm not seeing him as a young non-singing goat singing artist anymore. I'm like seeing him as like really like a grown man, and it's really cute. I'm happy for him. So let me end this talking about the James Charles, Tati, and Jeffree Star situation stuff that has been going on for like the last week. It is quite interesting when like big known folks like fall out and then they start doing these videos and start saying stuff and exposing folks, like shit gets messy boots. I went through a similar back in 2016 with some other folks, and it was just the worst thing ever. That shit, it really ate me up. Like, this is me coming like and being completely honest. Like, I was suicidal doing that whole ordeal. Like, I had to tell somebody the other day, I was like, girl, that shit was a lie, and it never stops. It's interesting because when it was happening with me, I think people were saying, oh, black folks can't stick together, y'all supposed to do this, but everybody does. Like, y'all see that. But see, these folks have made money. Tati did a video and she basically said that James Charles was a predator and that James Charles was out here manipulating straight boys into being gay, and she said she wasn't feeling it and like Honestly, when I watched Tati's video, I watched all of it. It gave me very much borderline homophobia. Like, she said, oh, I don't want to hear that. Like, oh my gosh, like, I understand not talking about sex in certain places, but I felt like she was exaggerating. And she talked about James Charles changing someone's sexuality. I was like, girl, no. Now, I would say that James Charles is in a position to be able to influence folks to do certain things to make them be whatever. Like, I definitely watching James Charles' video, and he been talking about that boy and how the boy said he was bi and that. Like, when you are that known, you have to be very careful of how you're dating and how you're making friends and all that. Like, I have understand that. Like, I have people flirting with me, and every once in a while they still flirt with me because of, you know, the stuff I do. And they think that because they see me, that they know me. And sometimes I think I'm a little bit more free-flowing and telling my experiences and the stuff I'm going through than a lot of other folks. I don't mind doing it. I like being down to earth and relatable. But sometimes James Charles, I feel like he can use his power and his influence and stuff to talk to folks and whatever. But I just did not like the way she said it and make it seem like that you like gay men out here manipulating straight men, because that's not happening. If anything, straight folks out here manipulating us to be heterosexual, and we're not. So girl, context matters, and the way she kept talking about it, I just was not here for it at all. Now, Tati, I'm gonna pull you to the side because you are a 30-something-year-old woman and you befriended a teenager basically, and the way you were talking about y'all relationship, y'all friendship and stuff, it came off as predatory. You might not have had sex with him or any of that type of stuff, but it was like, sis, you a grown ass woman. Like, yes, you can offer insight and all that, but girl, like, you were looking like a hag a little bit. Like, watch all these white YouTubers grab onto this and talk about it, and like, it's just been, this shit has made it to CNN. This shit is so funny. It does seem like Tati is a little jealous of James Charles' success, and that's some stuff like, you have to check your ego sometimes, especially when you are a person that is helping somebody else. And are you helping them because they are smaller, or are you helping them just enough until they get bigger than you want to discard them or some shit? Like, girl, like, what is the tea? So Jeffree Star inserting himself into the drama made absolutely no sense. Like, he was just so confused. The sis was really like, yeah, Tati, say what you got to say. Like, your ass ain't no real damn predator. That's a whole video of you grabbing some man's crotch out of nowhere. Like, sis, you were the same person talking about throwing battery acid on black women to make them lighter skin. Like, Jeffree Star, full stop. I think, if anything, James Charles has to like grow up very fast, because you have access to a lot of resources a lot of 18, 19-year-olds and a lot of grown folks like myself don't have access to. So you dating someone in the same age is going to be difficult. Like, let me tell you something. Being a celebrity and doing this shit, there is a tax that sometimes I don't think is worth it. You're not able to do and make mistakes as much as everybody else. And everybody's paying attention to you, James Charles. So you need to have some like-minded people around you. Like, I've never been a fan of James Charles, period. Black women have been saying he was trash. Black folks have been saying he was garbage. Ben gave up on Jeffree Star. I don't even know who Tati is, but I don't trust her because of the people that she is cool with. And it's interesting how this whole stuff happened over some vitamins and stuff. Now James Charles has done a video basically calling out Tati and saying, girl, that's not what happened, and I actually reached out to you. And she did the white woman, like, oh my God, now she did a video saying, oh my gosh, like, I should have done it, da da da. And it's just, it is crazy how much this shit has taken over the internet. Like, all of them are toxic. Now you got folks who have always been anti-black calling out Jeffree Star and all these folks like, y'all wasn't just saying trash shit not too long ago. Like, since all y'all, it's garbage. Like, it's just, I think a lot of people are just jumping on it, having a conversation because they want to make money about it. A lot of folks don't really care about what James Charles, like, these, and I'm really starting to see that and how toxic all of this shit is. Like, some of these folks really just don't care about any of this shit. They're out here talking about it because it's going to make them money. Like, that is just point blank and period. And I honestly look at that shit like the Iron Throne. Like, they want to be at the top, and they started out talking about it. And some of these folks started out being makeup artists, talking about social issues and all that other stuff. And now it's like they seeing that it's making more money, more controversial you are, the more like you get clicks and views and stuff. And it's just like, sis, do you really care about what you're saying, or are you just saying that shit because you want some views and some shit? So it's just, it's a lot. I just been watching from the side. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And like, it's a lot. But you all know how that went. The internet damn near collapsed when they was into it. Now they all putting out apology videos, and Jeffree said, you should never got it like this. Y'all are grown ass people. Grown ass folks take care of stuff like that in private. Like, y'all should not have been running to YouTube, uploading no videos about stuff y'all should have had in person. And Tati, you started this stuff, and James Charles responded because his career was in danger. I really don't blame him for coming out saying it, but it's like, James, at this point, I'm just like, damn, ain't you tired? I would be tired of having to defend myself all the time. I don't know if it would be worth it. But these folks in here got millions of dollars, and they sit here playing with each other's lives and stuff. It's a mess. I can't. But Tati, garbage. James Charles is semi-garbage disposal, and Jeffree Star has been, like, girl, she's the dumpster. I don't even fool with her. I just don't. But y'all still follow your folks, subscribe to them, and watch them and whatever. Girl, it's just a hot-ass mess. But I've enjoyed it. Honestly, this whole finale with them was greater than Game of Thrones, honey. So y'all tell what y'all thought about that. I have talked my ass off. I gotta go drink some water, some tea before I around here sound like Mariah Carey. Make sure checking out all the content on KingofReach.com and check out the newest episode of For the Culture Podcast on this Wednesday. So many things I'm working on behind the scenes. I cannot wait to tell y'all about it. I'm working on some couple of more sickening platforms and stuff to give y'all some sickening content and introducing more people that are out here doing the work and stuff. And I just want y'all to listen to these people, work on some interviews, and working on hosting a reunion. So many things happening. I'm so happy. Tell what y'all thought about all these videos today, and I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
G O O O G G L E E Gulu gulu.